Okay, hello everybody. What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Welcome to my first of two gameplay streams today. Two new release streams for today. Alright, it is official. The crazy non-stop new release madness has begun. We'll be playing non-stop new releases for quite some time. In fact, this next coming week, we'll be juggling multiple new releases. And then we've got the Halloween Marathon in exactly 1 week from today. That is correct. 1 week from today. And I hope you guys are excited for that, because I certainly am excited for that. And then we've got less than a week after that until Mario and Sonic, and then we've got Death Stranding. We got all the stuff going on, guys. So, good new release stuff non-stop every day. Every once in a while, I may try to cram in something different. For example, coming up this week, I'm going to try to finish up Dragon Quest Builders 2. We'll talk about that a little bit on the pre-stream here today as I give you the new schedule and everything. Okay? So, welcome, my friends. How's everyone today? Today is Thursday, October 24th, 2019, by the way. Hope you guys are doing well. How is Jasper? Good question. Jasper is fine. As of today, Kat is going back to work, which sucks. But that means that at night, Jasper will be joining us for late night streams if he so feels. He doesn't have to, but the door will be open again for late night streams starting today. I know it's been a week and a half since he's been in here because he's been spending a lot of time with Kat during her time off, but now back to the normal schedule. So, so my friends, how's everything going? Did you guys hear all the different news this morning before we even get started with the schedule and everything? So first of all, The Last of Us 2 got delayed until the end of May 2020. Some people are very upset about this. I'm not upset in the least. My question is, what happened? Why on earth? It was only a few weeks ago, if you remember, maybe about a month ago, if not that they announced that The Last of Us 2 was coming out in February, right? So why did they announce that and then very shortly delay it? Why not just wait on your announcement, right? Why not wait on your announcement and say, oh, well, we're not really sure yet, so let's hold off until we're sure when this game's going to be ready? Why did they announce that this game was coming out and then immediately, like within a few weeks, announce, oh, we screwed up? You know, I think they should have just held off on the announcement then. I think someone screwed up. Someone at Naughty Dog promised the world to someone else at Naughty Dog, and then they were like, oh shit, well, now we're fucked. I'm okay with it. I'm purposely expecting it to be a good game. I'm certainly expecting that it's going to have a lot of polish. Naughty Dog usually does not release games that have a lot of issues. So I'm totally okay with this as long as the game's great. And the bottom line is we already have so many games coming out in February and March that it's okay for me to say, oh, wait, let's just wait then. Let's wait till later in the year. I'm cool with that. So let them delay it as long as when it finally comes out, it ends up being amazing. That's sweet. Plus, if it's coming out in late May, that means it's going to be the game to lead us into E3. So we'll have a couple awesome weeks of gaming with The Last of Us 2, and then E3 hitting right after. Could be pretty sweet, right? So, I think it's going to be, it's fine. I don't think there's going to be any issues with that, okay? Fair enough. Alright, now the other announcement, which is hilarious, is that Conan O'Brien, the comedian and late-night talk show host, is in Death Stranding as a guest character. If you discover where he is, you get the otter suit, which allows you to swim like an otter in the river. What the fuck? Did you see the video of this? At first, I was looking at it, I thought it was a practical joke. I thought this was like a bit that they did for Conan O'Brien's late night show. And then Kojima posted it up. He's like, oh no, this isn't a joke. This is really in the game. I was like, oh my god. I think it's funny. Obviously, I like Conan O'Brien. I think he's a funny comedian. And a good guy. And quite frankly, I think silly stuff like that in video games is it doesn't take away from the game. It just makes you laugh a bit. Obviously, there's people who have no idea who Conan O'Brien is, and they're going to not get the joke and be like, what the fuck is this? But if you know who Conan O'Brien is, it's pretty funny. So, I think it's a cool, yeah, exactly, Combat. It's a cool Easter egg. For those who know who he is and everything, it's kind of a meta thing. He's got, those who don't know, Conan has had a segment on his show called Clueless Gamer. It's been around for like 10 years, where basically he doesn't know anything about video games and he plays them, and he enjoys them, it's funny, and he respects them, but he just doesn't know anything about them, so he plays them, and it's hilarious to see someone from an outside perspective who doesn't know gaming try to play games. So now he's in a freaking giant high-profile game. It's pretty funny. So anyway, yeah, that was some of the gaming news this morning. Just some things that I came across on Twitter that were interesting to me. So, okay. So folks, let's now talk. Let's talk about what the schedule is looking like now that we've got things kind of fleshed out. So today, we are continuing on with WWE 2K20. The train wreck that it is, the train wreck that I expected it to be, has not disappointed so far. A lot of people said, why are you wasting your money on this game? Well, if you watched yesterday's stream, you know why. This game is fucking hilarious. The graphics are quite bad. The hit detection is quite bad. The story is abysmally bad. The My Career Mode story is so bad, it's good. It's really like, oh my god, did they really write this? You cringe, you laugh. It's entertainment at its worst and best at the same time. It's kind of like, I feel like this is like watching the Street Fighter movie in the 1990s. It really is. It's you know what you're watching isn't good, but it's freaking hilarious to watch it because it's so bad. And they actually intended it to be good. Pretty funny. So yeah, we're gonna keep playing it today. 4 more hours of the My Career Mode. Where's it gonna go? How's it gonna go? I have no idea. I'm certainly expecting more glitches, more graphical issues, more terrible writing. It's gonna be bad, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. I say the first session yesterday was good. Everyone seemed to really enjoy it. Okay. Later tonight, it is the big premiere of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's right, it unlocks later tonight. I will be doing it on my late stream, and yes, supposedly the multiplayer should be available. It's already available in certain regions. Like, for example, I guess New Zealand and other European regions, they can already play the multiplayer. So I'm sure they're already destroying the servers as we speak. We'll see what happens later tonight. If the servers work, I definitely want to play the multiplayer. If the servers don't work, I guess we're going to try the campaign. We got to see what happens later tonight. Okay? Now tomorrow, Friday, another big new premiere day. We're going to be doing the Outer Worlds on the first gameplay stream. The Outer Worlds, one of the best reviewed games this year by major reviewers. People saying this is the RPG we've waited for. Plays very similarly to games like Fallout, Knights of the Old Republic, Mass Effect. This is what you want. This is what you need in your life. A delicious, funny, entertaining RPG. Sounds good to me. I actually feel like we haven't had one of these in quite some time. So I'm excited for tomorrow to start up this playthrough of the Outer Worlds from the makers of Fallout New Vegas, right? Then tomorrow night, more Modern Warfare. Again, if we can do the multiplayer, I'd like to do more multiplayer. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. On Saturday, we're flipping the streams, okay? That means on Saturday, it'll be Modern Warfare on the first gameplay stream. And if we've played 2 sessions of multiplayer, more than likely we're going to be doing the campaign that day. And then more Outer Worlds on Saturday night, okay? Sunday, we're going to mix stuff up again. We're going to go back to WWE for a stream, since at that point we'll have been playing Outer Worlds and Modern Warfare for 2.5 straight days, so we get a little bit of a break, okay? Yeah, so we're going to do some WWE. I can't remember if Sunday night, if I said I'm doing more Outer Worlds or Modern Warfare. I forgot. And then on Monday, we're going to do, yes, a 4-hour stream attempting to finish Dragon Quest Builders 2. I know people will be upset because I'll be in the midst of all these new releases, and people will be saying, why are you taking the time to do this? Because I want to finish the game. We're in the final area of the game. I'm being told there's only a few hours left. So please, let's do a major session on Monday. Let's finish this goddamn game so we can say, okay, we saw the end. Now we can do all the new releases and not have this game lingering, please. Okay? So, there you go. We're going to do that Monday. And Monday night, whatever I didn't play on Sunday night, whether it's Modern Warfare or Outer Worlds, we'll be doing Monday night. Okay? So that's the rough schedule for the week. Keep in mind, next week we've got a lot of good stuff. We'll still be balancing the new releases of WWE, Modern Warfare, and Outer Worlds. My Halloween marathon is on the 31st. That's 1 week from today. We'll be playing 5 horror-themed games on that day, including Luigi's Mansion 3, Blasphemous, Bloodstained, Visage, and Stalker. So 5 interesting horror-themed games. I have a Halloween costume lined up. And no, I'm not going to spoil that I'm dressing up like Dr. Disrespect. There's no way I would do that on stream. Why would I spoil that my Halloween costume is Dr. Disrespect this year? I will never do that, okay? So, yes, I'll be dressed up for the whole stream. It should be a lot of fun. Horror-themed games on Halloween, okay? And then we're going to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, those 4 days. I'll be still balancing these new releases, and I get the feeling that by then, maybe I'll have wrapped up the campaign of Modern Warfare, or I don't know how far we'll be into my career of WWE. WWE's my career mode apparently is like 20 hours long, so I guess we'll see how far we are into it by then. But yeah, so we'll be balancing all of that. The next new release after all of that is actually on Tuesday, November 5th, which is Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games. Now, some people are saying, why is Phil playing this? Well, allow me to explain. The first reason is because I've played the Mario and Sonic Olympic games in the past, and they were always comedy gold. Every time that I played them, it was hilarious to see the competition. Number 2, for the first time ever, they made the game online compatible. I mean, holy shit, it was a no-brainer to do online multiplayer in this before. They finally did it. So now I'm going to play this game and enjoy playing it against other people across the world. Finally! This is a good thing, everybody. This should be a fun and entertaining thing, okay? So, yes, and then, of course, later that week, we've got Death Stranding. Then in the middle of November, we've got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Pokemon Sword and Shield. Later on in the month, we've got Shenmue 3. We've got a lot of stuff. By the way, tons of other games that are coming out within the same time frame, including the Medieval Remaster, Super Monkey Ball Remaster, the Disney Remasters, a Need for Speed game. We'll hopefully eventually get to those games. Once we get through all these other high-profile releases that I want to play first, then we can kind of circle back to the games that I didn't get to at release and play some of those too. Okay? So that's the rough schedule. I hope you guys like this. We got so much new stuff going on. Today in particular, WWE will be hilarious. And then we got our first taste of Modern Warfare later tonight, which should be great. I hope you guys are excited. Okay? I'm trying to think if we have anything to cover before we head to the plug segment, and quite frankly, I think not really. I think we've kind of covered everything. All right, so allow me to head into my second segment of the pre-stream, which is the gratuitous plugs. And normally I would do a long-ass segment. I'm going to be very short and sweet. There's many ways that you could support me. You could check out my Patreon at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil and pledge. You could check out my Teespring store and buy some merch. If you're live on a stream, you could cheer, sub, or tip to get a shout out during the live stream. The tips actually get tracked via this leaderboard. Top cheerer, top tipper also get tracked for extra recognition. And of course, there is a cheering leaderboard integrated into Twitch where it tracks the cheers. All this is great, positive stuff, and I appreciate all of that. However, right now I'm in a dire situation. By the end of this month, I need to raise a certain amount of money in order to make payments to keep me along line with commitments so that I can stay on pace to basically get myself out of the situation I'm in. Problem is, if I don't make these payments, that's pretty much the end of it, and there's nothing else I could do, and I'm going to get screwed. I mean, there's really no other bones about it. It may take a while, but more than likely, if I can't make these payments, that's the end of all the plans I've been working for this whole year to make my situation better. And I'm going to end up either getting sued or something bad's really going to happen because I can't pay my debts, all right? So I need to make this giant payment by the end of the month. So by the 30th, which would be Wednesday of next week, I need to raise this amount. As you can see, yesterday, you guys were incredibly generous and came out and supported me in a big way when I announced this yesterday. This is a running tips total that will be going all week long. Some people completely misunderstood yesterday and thought this was like a one-day deal. It's not. This is a goal we're trying to reach within a week, so now it's within 6 days. Okay? Please, today, if you will love my streams, if you love My on-demand videos on YouTube. If you love everything about this, you want to see it continue. You don't want to see it disrupted. You don't want to see me, have long-term negative repercussions like getting sued or losing my house. Please consider tipping. I don't even know how else to say it. It's just the truth of the matter, okay? Tipping me is going to help. Please, I need the tips because I need this to come through, as soon as possible so I can make these payments by next week, okay? So please consider tipping me. All right? There's 2 ways to tip. If you look below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. All right? Either one of these ways, will bring up my PayPal tips page. A couple things about tipping. I'll be very matter of fact with all of you. You probably want to hide your identity because sadly there are shitheads out there who seek out people who support streamers and try to do things like harass them, dox them, etc. So probably want to keep your identity secret. If you are going to contribute, that way there's no chance of anyone messing with you. So you might say, well, how do I do that? Well, when you tip me, you can either make up a name or just type in anonymous. You don't need to give out any information about yourself at all. No one will know it's you then. Okay? So that's what I recommend you do. In addition, you don't need to have a PayPal account to tip me. You can just use a debit or credit card. If you don't see that option, it probably means you're on a mobile device or something where it's not loading. If you go to the desktop version of my PayPal tips page, you should have the option to do so. Okay? So, thank you to anyone even considering tipping me. I appreciate it very much. Thanks for the great start yesterday. Hopefully today we can have more of the same. Keep the momentum moving. And, 6 days left for me to raise what I need. Thank you guys. Okay? All right. One final thing before we get into the final segment of pre-stream. The rules. I am a live streamer here on twitch.tv, which means I need to abide by all of the rules of this business. And I do. I absolutely love what I do for a living. I wouldn't want to put it into any kind of risk or jeopardy. I love sharing my gameplay experiences with all of you on a daily basis. I want you to understand that I don't like doing gratuitous plugs. I don't. I hate this. I would love rather just chat with you guys and then get right to gameplay. Sadly, this is just a necessary evil of the situation in life that I'm in. I also want to say this up front. Please understand that even though all of your support is helping tremendously, it's not mandatory. You can come and just hang out on my streams, have fun, have a good time, and no contributions are necessary. All right? In fact, tons of people show up every day just to watch my stuff, and they don't contribute at all, and that's okay. But if you can't contribute, please do. I need the help right now. Okay? So, number 1, I have to abide by all Twitch's terms of service, and number 2, I have a certain vibe that I like to maintain around my own streams as well. A chill vibe. And what I mean by that is I don't like bringing up drama. I don't like bringing up negativity, toxicity. I like it to be a more relaxing time with a lot of fun involved, where you can just come. Here's my philosophy about my streams, in a nutshell. You come by my stream, and you want to escape all the real-life nonsense and drama that you have all day long. So, you want to have some fun. You want to see my live reactions to a game that I'm playing, especially now, the new release season. You want to see how Phil plays and reacts to the new releases, what he thinks about them, right? But you also want to have some opportunity to maybe interact with me, maybe talk with other people in stream chat. In general, just have a chill or fun time, right? And so, that's the deal. That's what we're aiming for here. And certainly I hope that when you come by my streams, that's how you feel, that's what you're here for. So, because of that, there's certain topics that I try not to touch upon, and there's certain things that I do not allow on my streams, because I feel they would be derailing and or otherwise would basically be negative topics that would make us not have a good time. 2 of those things are politics and religion. And I understand that many people might want to talk about those topics. They're hot topics. However, unless they actually tie into a video game that I'm playing, I do not talk about them, nor do I really generally allow them, because they're very controversial topics that make people argue with each other. And that's the last thing we want here on the streams. If you're on a gameplay stream, why do you want to come by and see people arguing about politics, right? So that's why we don't allow it. That's why we don't usually talk about it. In addition to that, I am well aware there are tons of people out there on the internet who shit on me on a daily basis, illegally steal my content on a daily basis, reuse my content to make me look bad, to either defame or slander me on a daily basis. This is what they do. This is their shtick. It's the only reason they have any popularity on the internet is because they're negative, disgusting, toxic people, and they ride the coattails of others to make money and be popular, okay? I've never done that. I never will do that. I'm about positivity and creating good content, not about nasty drama, toxicity, and garbage like these idiots, okay? That being said, I know they're out there. And there's nothing I can do about it. I just accept it and understand it and shake my head and say it sucks, but it's life, right? Nothing you can do about it, so why are we going to bring it up? Why are we going to derail the stream with this stuff? Some people come up, Phil, did you hear this guy did this to you today? Did you hear this guy said this? Did you hear this guy's harassing a viewer or whatever, or a contributor? Why are we talking about it? When you do that, you are literally giving these people exactly what they want, attention. That's why they're doing it, to get attention to themselves, to their content, to make a buck on my behalf. The moment you bring it up, you've given them more attention, which is what they want, which is why I don't allow it on stream. It's not going to be a topic of discussion. It just doesn't make sense. So please don't bring up any of these negative outside influences. We're just here to have fun on the stream and have a good time together. Again, no drama, no toxicity, just fun. That's what my streams are all about. That's what I always aim towards, okay? So please consider, all these rules and abide by them, and we'll have a good time today. Okay? Sound good? I hope so. Okay. All right. Delicious. I'm very happy that I found my favorite flavor of Mio again. I was pretty disappointed when I couldn't find it for like months. And now I've got it back again. Okay? So, very nice. Okay. Now we're going to head into the third and final segment of the pre-stream. Okay? Which is going to be the shout-outs. I give credit to those who have contributed. And I update the leaderboards. And then we're going to get started with WWE. Okay? So, we actually start with some overnight contributions. We had Fujbin or Fugabin. I have no idea how to pronounce the name, but they actually subscribed overnight. Thank you very much for that. And also Golden Colts did a 50-bit cheer overnight. That is much appreciated, so thank you very much, Golden Colts. Aircade USA tipped me $3. So let's get that added here to the leaderboard. And, someone asked yesterday, accusing me of being dishonest, said, are you going to be transparent about all contributions on and off stream when it comes to this goal you're trying to reach in the week? And I answered very matter-of-factly. I said, first of all, I do not accept any off-stream contributions. No one can come behind the scenes and say, oh, I'm going to give you some money or whatever. No. It has to be a public, transparent thing. Because sadly, there's some people who claim that they wanted to help me last year. They pretended like they were going to be nice, and literally all they did was they tried to spin it like I was some kind of a dishonest asshole, and I wouldn't tell people if someone contributed. And I'm not going to have that anymore. I'm not. So anyone who even tries to contact me behind the scenes, I say, sorry, you want to contribute, you got to do it publicly. That's how it works, okay? So I don't accept behind-the-scenes, under-the-table contributions. They've all got to be public transactions, okay? That's number one. Number two, if someone were to contribute when I was not on stream, as long as they do it through Streamlabs, which is how you're supposed to do it, then yes, I would give credit. Like I literally just did. Aircade USA did a $3 tip before I even started talking on stream today, but it tracked it in Streamlabs. I give them a shout out and I add it to the total. See what I mean? So no worries there. Anything that comes in over the course of this next week will be counted. Even if I'm not live streaming, and you still want to leave a tip, you can do so by using the same exact link, and it will count, okay? Good stuff, fair enough, makes sense. Hopefully that's transparent enough for all of you and it makes sense, right? The thing is, I know there's always going to be a group of people who are always going to make shit up and are always going to talk shit and are always going to insult me and are always going to be conspiracy theory morons. I'm not here to appease those people. I'm here to, number one, put out good streams for those who do care, and number two, to try to, save my own butt and help out my own situation. So, there you go. Good stuff? Okay. Lock and Load 197 has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Lock and Load 197, for the subscription. I appreciate that. An anonymous cheerer did a 100-bit cheer. That is actually the top cheer of the day. So let me get anonymous cheerer up there on the leaderboard. And by the way, Arcade USA, technically, I guess you did contribute that tip during the stream. I should put you up on the leaderboard too. I will do that. Hold on. So anonymous cheerer, and then let's get Arcade USA up here as the first tip of the day. There we go. Just makes sense, right? I added it to the total. Might as well put it there as the top tipper of the day. Makes sense. Okay. Let's see here. Amadian or Amadian 1 has resubbed for 4 months, 6 months total, and asked the following: haven't actually had the chance to see any gameplay of 2K20. How bad is it? Well, let me put it this way. Some of the animations are fluid and beautiful. Some of the animations aren't. I don't think it's really the standard animations that are the problem. It's the interaction of the animations and the physics that are pretty ridiculous in this game. We've already seen some ridiculously looking physics in hits that didn't seem to work very well. The graphics themselves are very odd. The characters all look like they're melting mannequins or like shining action figures, I guess is the best way to describe it. Nothing looks like a real skin texture whatsoever, which is very odd and jarring because you're seeing voices tied to these bodies, yet they don't look human. In some scenes, the lips don't even move, which is obviously silly. You're hearing a voice and the lip of the character isn't even opening and moving. That's pretty jarring. The overall story of the My Career mode so far is laughably bad. Like actually believing that 2 up-and-coming wrestlers in training would drive all the way to Canada to the former house of Bret the Hitman Hart to try to train in the Hart family dungeon, which closed down when Stu Hart, the family patriarch, died years and years ago, and they were too dumb to check the internet to see if Bret Hart even still lived there or not. That's actually in the plot. See what I mean? Like, it's laughably bad. It's like, I think they purposely made it like that, but it's just like, yikes. So, let's see what happens as we continue on. People have reported tons of ridiculous glitches. I haven't really come across any of the ridiculous glitches, but some of the things in the game just look terrible. Like, the guy's wearing a backpack, and the arms of the backpack, the straps are like stretched way the fuck out and clipping through his arms and body. It's just, the game is really messy and unpolished. Let's put it that way, okay? So, we're going to continue on, and hopefully the laugh riot continues. Okay? Dacky Spurs says they're so out of touch to, like, encouraging fans to just show up to fucking wrestlers' houses. I mean, that's exactly what happens in the game. They just go to, with unprovoked, uninvited, they just fucking go to someone's house. Like, what are you, a fucking idiot? Oh my god. So stupid. Anyway. There you go. Let's continue on. Fruits07 says, what happens if you get sued? Will you ever get to a good place? Will you absolutely lose your house? Well, let me put it this way. I don't know what happens when you get sued because I've never been sued. I'm not a lawyer. How the fuck would I know, right? But I can tell you this. I don't own anything. Okay? Everything that I have has no value except for those stupid collectible statue/figures over in my storage nook that I am unable to sell. I've tried. So outside of that, I have nothing of value except my house. That's the only other thing I have. And the house has some equity in it. So what do you think they're going to do if I can't pay my debts, I can't maintain my obligations, and now I can't pay anything? What do you think exactly they're going to do? They're going to come after my house. You see what I mean? It's just logical, common sense. So that's when I say that. I say, I know long term, if I can't hold my obligations, I can't get out of what I'm in, and, you know, I can't find a way to settle all this, I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose everything. Which means if I lose my house, I can't work, right? This is just terrible. So, yeah, that's the deal. I mean, you're asking for specifics. Fruits, I don't have specifics. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how it works. I don't know a time frame. I don't know any of that. What I can tell you is this. I need to make these payments by the end of the month. And if I can, I stay on track and maintain everything I've been working for all year. And that's what I'm focused on. And that's what we should be talking about. Not the horrible things that could happen if it doesn't. Let's stay positive and focused and hope that we can. Okay? All right. Andy131, resale for 7 months says Wendy's, chili, and Pepsi. That's a lot of memes right there. That's a double meme from Wings, I guess. So there you go. Thank you for the 7-month resub. Golden Colts just cheered. He said the big Twitch streamer Shoutouts signed a contract with Microsoft to go to Mixer exclusively. What are your thoughts? It's about as many thoughts as I've had with Ninja. I don't give a fuck. And it's obvious he got paid a ridiculous amount of money. Microsoft wants people to start using Mixer. No one's using it. If anything, I hate to say it, this just proves that Ninja moving over there wasn't really a factor. Because if it was, why are they now signing other streamers, right? They're hoping that just Ninja moving over would have been enough. Nope. So now let's try to bring over everybody, so that way everyone will try to say stuff negative about Twitch, right? So there you go. We'll see. Let's see what happens here. By the way, this is... Let me see. Oh, my God. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. All right, I'm just checking on some stuff here because oh my God, my laptop is so slow. All right, let's continue on. Vote Democrat resub for 10 months, and he says 10 months of looking and listening. Big ups. Here we go again. More memes. Good Lord. All right, I'm just curious. Do people do memes about me over in other people's chats like this? Because obviously people don't meme the same memes on me. Do you go into Wings chat and be like, you know, do memes about me? So silly. Anyway, yes, they do. That's funny. I wonder if he freaks out. I just don't give a shit about. I don't care. As long as it's something like not really malicious. If you guys say something malicious about another streamer, that's messed up, and I'm not gonna let that happen. These stupid memes are just so silly. Yeah, so I don't give a shit. Go ahead, meme it out. I don't give a crap, right? But I wonder how he reacts. Does he freak out? Okay, then. All right, so anyway, continuing on. Hiyoko Sayonji tipped me $1 talking about my in-laws visiting. No in-laws visited. No, none of this happened. There was no baby shower. Let's see, what else? The aliens didn't land. I'm trying to, like, get rid of every conspiracy theory possible since there were so many ridiculously stupid theories. There was no dinner party. Some of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard that people just literally make up. There's zero evidence of any of this because it's not true. And people just making shit up. None of this happened. And you can keep asking me till the cows come home because you're trying to get a reaction. The reaction is going to be the same forever. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. It didn't happen. So there you go. But thank you for the $1 tip. Hunji Brungis? Hunji Brungis? Cheered. And said, can my man Nos Nasfre get some airtime? There you go. Thanks. Tom just cheered. He said, Phil, what are your thoughts on point-and-click adventure games? I haven't seen you play those games. Any reason for it? I could definitely recommend playing Myst games from Cyan or any games of the Broken Sword franchise. I did play some point-and-click games, actually. I played Secret of Monkey Island 1 and 2 back in the day. And I also played Broken Age. So I did play some point-and-click adventure games. Thing is, they're not very prominent anymore. You know, like, those games are old. And quite frankly, do they have a fan base? Yes. But people aren't, like, chomping at the bit to see those games. A lot of people find them incredibly boring. Because all you're doing is clicking around trying to solve a puzzle. And sometimes has the most random answer. Oh, I also played Grim Fandango. When that was remastered years ago, I played Grim Fandango. So I did play a few of them. Is it prominent? No, and those games are not prominent anymore. Even if they come out, I never heard of them coming out or anything. So that's why. If they were prominent and more common, I'd play them. So there you go. There's your answer. Hail Heifer cheered. He said, before you get on with the game, open packs. You have a load of them in in-game cash. Oh, yeah? I don't even know where you do that. Where the hell do you do that? Where do you open the packs? Hail Heifer, I guess, show me. If you want to explain to me where you do that, I'd consider doing it. I have no idea how to do it, though. Isn't that just a great system? In-game packs. Fucking stupid. Fruito7 cheers. Sorry for being a downer. Call of Duty Modern Warfare will be good. I know it. I hope so. Obviously, I'm hoping that there's going to be way more maps in this final retail version than the beta that I played a couple months ago. Actually, it was last month, right? And more modes. Hopefully, it'll be good. I hope it'll be good. We'll find out. Then Anonymous did a 402-bit cheer to become the top cheer of the day. He says, big ups to the non-malicious memes. Shout out to Lean. Yeah, I don't care about these memes. I really don't. Like I said, as long as you guys aren't constantly spamming the chat and ruining it for people who don't care about the memes, I don't care about the memes. Go ahead and talk about them. That's why I've owned a lot of them. I don't care about Lean In Manual Ban or the stupid frogs or, You know, why am I toxic and all these? Who cares? Use them to your heart's content. It ain't a big deal. Okay? Rob P401 has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Rob, for the sub. I appreciate that very much. Philly Buckeye cheered. He says, have you thought about creating some incentive for the viewers if you hit the 1,800 goal? No. Here's the incentive. I get to play all the new releases of the season that you guys want to see. All right? You guys are dying to see me play these games. You get to see them without interruption. I don't have to come on stream every single day completely terrified and worried that everything's falling apart and that I'm not going to be able to keep everything that I've owned and earned in my 11 years on the internet. And we can all just be happy enjoying games together on a daily basis. There's your reward and there's your incentive. And if that's not enough for you, then I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, you're looking for something that's, number one, not possible, and number two, pretty entitled. Because this is, me opening up to you guys at a time when I really need your help. Being very honest and upfront with you as much as I can legally, and, trying to get something extra out of it is probably not the best time. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? What else can we milk out of fucking Phil? He's only here 6 days a week, the entire fucking day, streaming, and gets almost no time off with his wife, and is in a horrible life position. Let's get something else out of him now. How about you stop being so demanding? And instead, you say, okay, if I like Phil, and I really like his streams and content, and I feel bad that he's in a shit position in his life, and I want to maybe help him, and I can, I will help him. If not, that's okay. You don't have to. As I said a million times, you don't have to contribute to my streams. But sitting here and demanding more and asking for more, probably not a good idea right now. Probably the worst time for you to ever do something like that and try to act entitled. I'm just saying. Okay? Fair enough? All right, then. There you go. Free for All Cast says, you're doing a marathon next week. That's not enough. I'm already doing stuff, right? It's not like I'm not doing stuff. There's a marathon coming up next week. You're absolutely right. I do special holiday events and everything. I give as much of myself as I possibly can. I don't know what else I can possibly do. You guys get me literally full-time 6 days a week. How much else do you want? Okay. Philip Smelly cheered. He said, does Lay not help with Bill? I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. So I'm not even going to answer it. That doesn't even make logical sense. Philly Buckeye says, oh, relax. I wasn't trying to demand or get something out of you. Well, then don't say it. Don't say something stupid. So you said something stupid, and I called it out for being pretty ridiculous and stupid, and now you're like, oh, relax. No, just don't say the stupid thing, and then I'll relax. How about that? You said it in public. Now you got to live with the consequences, son. All right? But I do thank you for the cheer. I don't think you were bad intentioned. I think you just think about what you say before you say it. Okay? All right. Let's give a shout out to the top cheers of the week. If I can open this. There we go. See, and that's why I didn't read what Phyllis Smelly Chair said, because he's an idiot. So there you go. I'm just going to ignore him. Thank you to the top 10 cheers of the week. 10th place, Philly Buckeye. 9th place, That Anonymous. 8th place, Silas Darko. 7th place, Free For All Cast. 6th place, Hail Hyfra. 5th place, Big Daddy Matty. 4th place, Tantamounter. 3rd place, M5NSX. 2nd place, Survive Sweet Tree. And in 1st place, Cholo Veteran OG, who was going on a cheering marathon last night during the Plants vs. Zombies gameplay of all things. So thank you for your support so far, everyone, this week. I just want to say this. I want you to understand. It's really awesome that you guys, support me as well in other ways. Even those who can't tip are still being very supportive, and it helps me. Trust me. So thank you for that. Even though right now my focus is on tips to try to help with this situation by the end of the month, these other things are helping a lot too. So thank you. Okay. Thanks very much. Okay. All right, guys. I think it's time. It is time to end the pre-stream. It is time to get started with WWE 2K20 My Career Day 2. The hilarity continues, right? Actually, I'm going to turn off my lamp. The sun's very bright today. Hold on. Oh, my legs. Open the window more, too. The sun has come out in full force. It's beating on the wall. It's already starting to heat up in here, so I may need to use my fan later. I'm not going to use it for now. So, okay. So thanks, guys. Good pre-stream. Again, please remember, best way to help me today by tipping me. I need to try to raise this goal in 6 days at this point. 6 days. And, you know, everything you've done has helped so far. I appreciate all of your support. Please consider, contributing if you can. Tipping is the best way. And let's have a good time. Fair enough. All right, Hail High for cheered again. He said, when you load up career mode, excuse me. When you go to career mode, go to customize, and then it should be the first thing on your left. Okay. We're going to try that, I guess. Go to my career mode, customize, and see what we can do. That's it. Thank you, guys. Pre-stream over. Let's begin.